Hey, Jay Billy, what's good, bro? I don't know if you're still in here, man. I told you and everyone last time I tried to get this shit cracking off, man. I was having all kinds of trouble. Won't grant me the damn permission. I think I figured it out though. I hope you're still in here, my guy. Man, see, this shit's all different. Star comment. I'm just trying to show my guys show on stage. Okay, there we go. They made this shit all so complicated. I don't know if you're still in here, my bro. But yeah, I was just paging my guy. Dub was talking about me. I don't even know Dub, and I'm not like I was saying in my previous thing. First off, I wanted to say it's just great to be back on here, man. For those that flock with me the long way and always have. But I think that's cap dogs. Dogs, I think I'm on to you. I think you might well be this troll that I ain't mad at that does that though, where you be going around like, yo, or maybe he was talking about me. Uh either way, I don't care. But there's a troll. I think I know who it is who be creating all these fake pages like conservative Americans for Trump or this for Trump, or like they do a lot of like trollish type shit like that. Smash the like for me, everybody, and like do shit like that. Like, cause there was someone a long time ago too, try to be like, yo, white boy lockdown radio was talking greasy about you, which it just wasn't true. You know what I mean? But I ain't mad. Like the trolls do what trolls do. Trolling is part of the internet. There's an art to it. It can be funny or whatever. But like I always say, man, I'm just a voiceover guy, man. I might come on here and lay my commentary down. There may be at times I've been in quote unquote beef with people or whatever, but like I don't do the beef shit. You know what I'm saying? There's people that talk that shit. He's seen your video on him. I mean, I didn't do a video on him. I did a video shouting out my bro Jay Milli. That's the one thing I wanted to get back on here. Mainly basically saying I was paging my bro Milli. Milli, shoot me a text too or Instagram me. I just tried to text you. I know we both had like different numbers at times and the one I just hit you on because I was about to be like, hey bro, you want to get on here and do a little content, do a little old school kicking it or whatever, just podcasting it up or whatever. Like I truly miss those days, man. Those that have been fucking with me know I do my news shit. People can feel how they feel about it. I got on this internet shit to be a voiceover guy. Like everyone, if I could squeeze some money out of something, it's cool or whatever. He was raging over that. I think this is a troll move, man. But I mean, hey, if he did, he did. I ain't mad at that, man. I just said what he said was foul. That's it. I mean, I don't see how anyone else can see it any other way. Like, we're not even going to get all the way into that. I just was saying Jay Millie, Lon the Don, the bros, right? Like actual real life friends. You meet a lot of people in this internet shit. And like I said, this shit's supposed to be fun, man. We're supposed to come on here and engage in the different content and get our news or do whatever and enjoy ourselves. Some people think the only way to doing it up, and maybe for some people that works, like it's just getting into beefs or whatever. It's just not my get down. But I ain't mad at no one doing it or whatever. But what's it called? But Millie, man, if you're still in here, shout out to you, my friend. If I put that link down, I don't know if you wanna bro, you've left like 5 comments. I get it. He's mad. Oh, hey, um, good for that, man. What do you what do you want me to say about it? But that's what I was trying to say though. Like Jay Millie, Lon the Don, IRL friends. You know what I mean? You got like blogosphere buddies, people you're cool with. Um, what's it called? And I saw Mr. Diddy left a comment, and although me and Mr. Diddy might not be like where we IRL necessarily got like super tight, I fuck with Diddy too. I got love for him, and I'm not aware of the politics at the moment. That's what I was trying to say with all this shit too. When I was showing support for Millie, you know what I mean? Because like it's been a couple crazy years for me. I know my guy Millie. Millie, I believe you made certain things public online. Yeah, actually you did. I saw Millie going through some things. So I'm just trying to be here and support my bro. And I tap into his lives. Um, I'm not tapped into everything the way I used to be, but when I saw that and I happened to be in there live and he's playing the clip, I'm just like, damn, bro, what would possess a man to say something like that? You know, I'm not like, yo, I'm going to content war. Nah, but Millie said, hey, he's going to war content wise. So I'm gonna kick back and watch, and I'm gonna support my bro. You know what I mean? Stand up for yourself like you did, Jay Millie, bro. Your troll game is, I don't know, man. Your troll game is not like I'm not the guy neither to get in my feelings about shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't gotta like come on here and prove that to all like all I said is that's my bro. Like I fuck with him the long way. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? We're friends. And you know, it wasn't even so much about what he's going through. I mean, come on. Like people saying off the wall shit like that, there's people say that shit every day. This is America. Like, is that shocking that someone would say something like that? No, right? I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. All right, now I know you're really off the wall. You funny, man. But Millie, if you're still in here, bro, what's it called? If you want to pull up, man, chop it up, man. I'd love to catch up with you. But if not, I don't know if you popped out or whatever the case may be. Ah, man, drink water, everyone. I've been going out of my way to drink like 10 cups of water a day, and I gotta say, it's been very beneficial. I've been feeling a lot better. But yeah, man, this shit's supposed to be fun, man. It's only you, me, and the troll. Hey, it is what it is, man. Took me about 10 minutes or so to go live on here. And this shit's different, man. When I used to do this shit, and it looks like the troll left, so that's cool. I'll sit here and talk to myself. No, I feel you. I figured you were just messing. But bro, like I've done numbers on here and I've done nothing on here. I'll hop in this bitch and talk to myself sometimes for a good 15, 20 minutes. Like it is what it is. Call me crazy or whatever, you know? But no, I seen Millie was in the chat off top. And I don't know if you do StreamYards, troll, whoever whoever you are or not. Maybe now I think you're a different troll. I thought I had you figured out at first. Because there is like one particular troll. I mean, listen, we know in some of the intersecting communities or whatever, there's a lot of people that got different pages and shit like that. Damn, is that a cat over there or something? Hold on, man. I'm trying to see what this is over here. Oh, y'all can't really see. There's like, it's too far away. There's like some crazy looking animal I thought on these people's porch across the street. But like I thought you were this one troll, but um I won't even say because I'm not 100% on who they are, but the troll that I thought you were, I don't think you are. And I'm not even 100% on who that troll was, but I find it interesting and intriguing, man. Like dogs. How long have you been around? Like are me and you acquainted? Like are me and you we quote unquote know each other through here? Oh, you came from New Age Plug? Okay. Shout out him, man. Shout out New Age Plug, YouTube streets, everything they're doing. is dope what they're building over there. Cause at one point in time, like when I was like day in and day out with this content shit, and I don't want to say doing numbers, because believe me, I don't have any like misconceptions about my presence or anything in this blogosphere, but I've had my little moments of doing some things. I've made some chippers off here, nothing crazy, nothing to brag about. Not that I would brag. I'm not like a braggadocious type individual. But when that's kind of like, in a sense, and when I'm saying this, I'm not saying like they did what I was gonna, but like the way how they've consistently went live and built that community up and stuff like that, that was like what was was my vision. I'm not saying they stole my vision. I'm saying they've consistently did what like I wanted to do, and they've done a great job, man. Got a lot of exclusive interviews. Like I fuck with them. I haven't been in contact with anyone over there. Plug, I never really talked to that much. Here and there, we had a little rapport. AZ Ruction was more the guy that I was like the tightest with. The Blue Eyes gentleman, I just know him from popping up over there. He's cool. But like AZ was actually the first time I ever did one of these types lives. AZ was in there with me, and we had a good time, man. But life got crazy. Shit got derailed, you know. What about blue collar vet? Man, that's interesting. So maybe you can fill me on some of the political stuff, because that's like YouTube politics, I'm saying, not political. Maybe you could fill me in a little bit. Team movement, okay. So now I definitely know you've been around for a long time. Okay, you definitely know who I am. Not that I wouldn't say you know who I am, but like we definitely know each other somewhat if you're saying that. That was something that Alias coined, the whole team movement thing. Um, I guess you could say I was a part of it, but I wasn't. He came up with that name or whatever and was pushing the line with it or whatever, and he crashed out on everybody. I don't know if anyone's heard. Yo, has anyone heard from him in a long time? I caught heat a little bit too. Like I remember he popped up in, oh man, T Mac. Yo, you're taking me back, man. This is what I'm saying, bro. I hop on here and talk to nobody, but like just you saying this shit, you're cracking me up, bro. I fuck with you, dogs. You definitely listen. I'll put it like this: you definitely are not who I thought you were trolling, because they just we wouldn't be having this conversation, I don't think. But with the Little Wayne picks, nah, what was the Little Wayne picks? Put me up on game. Yo, T Mac was crazy, right? Because he came for me, had shit all wrong or whatever. But then after it was all said and done, he used to DM me, like not messages like, "Hey, what's up, coffee?" like that, but like he would send me. Unless the only thing I can think of is like, on the gram when people might send something out and you just like send it to a list of people. He used to send me shit still, like, so I don't know if he just had like a ready-made list that he was sending shit out to everyone. In jail, T Max in jail, or Little Wayne in jail. I'm lost. I did not know that. Did he really? Pino had smoked with me for a minute, but he actually came through in a live like this. There's probably three people in here. Like right now, it's just me and you. Yo, I'm gonna call you. Man, I know your name on here is just dogs, but I gotta give you some kind of like special troll name over this way. Like, man, I will think of something. We'll come up with something. T Mac had pictures of Lil Wayne while he was in jail. Word? Like, when did Wayne go to jail though? Because other than that bid he did for the gun case back in 2009, 10, 11, which was in Rikers and PC, they got him the county year. The last thing I know of Wayne Ketchum was that Fed case that he got arrested with the gun on the airplane, and Trump pardoned him out of that, which is like interesting. That's been becoming back up in discussions because of the whole Diddy situation. If Trump will intervene with a part in which it's looking like he's not. I don't know if you saw the new soundbite out. A lot of media platforms were running with the old one when he was asked before, but now he was basically like, yeah, it ain't happening. And 50 cents catching laughs over it on YouTube. Like, are these real pictures, or are you saying he was trolling with some fake shit? But yeah, Pino popped in and was like, yo, Coffee, let me squash the issue with you. Um, I fuck with you, and our beef was never nothing like that. Which I never even had a beef with Pino. I was just reporting on the news and the whole like whack-a-mole thing. We'll put it there and leave it like that. That was the only thing where I was like, "Whoa, hey, what's going on, man?" You know what I'm saying? It's yo, it's interesting you mentioned it's me. What happened to him? Is his channel no longer in existence? Did he get like KO'd out of the blogosphere like everyone's talking about with Munchie B's page lately? Like what happened? You know? I remember his meme. He came for me too, but like I'd be half a pedo. Cause I remember that's what I was gonna say. The only thing with Pino, I remember the whack-a-mole thing was like, whoa, you know what I mean? But the snitching thing, I always tell everyone, yo, I'll snitch. I'm no gangster. Oh, there you are, Millie, my good friend. Let me put the link there if you want to pop up, broski. I'm probably gonna leave this live, but man, this troll that's in the chat, he started out on some dub stuff, but we ended up having some good convo, man. He's a funny troll, man. Like I'm fucking with this troll. Um, Definitely remember Nina, boy. Big Lance, bro. I just actually mentioned him in a video yesterday. None of my videos is doing numbers yesterday, but I don't know if you guys saw Gary Busey at 81 years old copped out to a Moustein like charge. Did you guys see this at a Monster Con? He violated a couple women, roping them on some weird shit, and he just took a plea. And I put out a video last night. Go tap into that thing if you get the chance, where I was saying, man, that's Maustein like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he violated some women. He didn't violate a child the way the wicked Maustein did, but he definitely violated a few women and copped out to it too. Because that's the thing that I was always talking about with Maustein. He used to try to run that game. You guys remember that where he'd be like Tupac and blah blah, and it's like, yo, Tupac, we all know that conviction was bullshit, but he didn't plead guilty. He went to trial. Then he had appeal. Then he came home on an appeal bail. Then he was going to beat the case, but he died while the appeal bail was going on. They just don't let you out on an appeal bail on just no nothing. Like, don't you dare compare yourself to Tupac. Yeah, yeah, do your thing, Millie. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. Um, Getting on here doing these lives and such. But it was crazy though because Big Lance was always out here victim shaming Maustein's victims, talking about they were liars. Y'all don't know what it is. I was there. It's all cap. But then when he decided to revive his YouTube channel, um, on an amphetamine fueled, I gotta get back at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all Breaking Baded out this motherfucker, and I gotta get back. I gotta squeeze some money out of this. Then he dissed Maustein, and it's like, okay, what's up with that? Because it's not like he was just like, regardless, fuck the wicked tree, right? I don't know. I'm asking you what happened to Ishmi, bro. I really don't know. But like Big Lance was shaming all them victims, and then when he decided to diss Um, then when he decided to diss Lance, or I'm sorry, then when Lance decided to diss Maustein to separate himself from him, then it's like, oh, he's all bad and all that, which I don't know. I'm just personally not respecting that. I always called him Big Hairline because he got that twisted, fucked up hairline. You know what I'm saying? Looked like someone hit him in the head with an ice pick or something on the yard, probably for associating with a wicked one. But that's what was so wild about that case. If you guys recall, when the Maustein, which again, shout out Milk 74, he's the one that got the pressure on the wicked one which goes down in the books to me as a W for Milk because Maustein bowed out. That ain't like he's in the cut like doing some other shit with the channel no more. You know what I'm saying? He had his old bunk ass wife out here trying to flag everyone's videos like they were gonna take someone to court and lose, and they weren't doing shit. Oh, raggedy ass, looking like she could open what's it called, can of Chef Boyardee with her busted old grill, man. Your K Frog versus Pino was a funny beef. Yeah, that was a good one, man. I gotta say, I think K Frog was ducking Pino personally. To keep it real with you, what do you think, man? Because like Pino might have got active with the brass knuckles, but why would he? Why would he drop? Like, why would he pull up on 1090, brass knuckles or not, but then duck K Frog, who's a town away? Shit makes no sense, right? That was just always my thoughts on it. I mean, man, back then the YouTube prison shit was like entertaining and funny, and I don't know. Yo, were you the dude that used to run the prison YouTube channel? Was that you? The one that was like prison? Is that you? And what was the other one? White Boy Kool Aid. As long as Pino don't bring up Chris Crip history, he won't hear from me. Yo, I don't think this Pino fall back on the Crip stuff. I think right because again, me and Pino's cool now. I got no smoke with him. But when he went out to the West Coast, he definitely did not tap in with the Hoovers, right? He was riding around Bompton with the Wicked Mouse team. That's what he was first getting a little upset with me at first for too, because he was saying, "Yo, why are you get like not like tripping or beefing?" It was just saying like he was trying to separate himself from Maustein and me reporting on it. It was coming up, and I think he was kind of trying to let me know, "Yo, I'm about to start dissing him." Just like chill. I don't know. It is what it is, man. I think Pino was a fake Crip. You know, I've had this conversation with people, and again, as always, I'm no gangster, none of that. I always people get sick of me saying that, but I just got to keep it real. You know, I don't want to be out here like acting like I'm some tough guy when I give commentary on certain things. But this is what I think. I think when Pino was in prison, whether whatever crip shit he was banging was actually sanctioned or not, who knows? But I personally think as far as wherever he was, like someone was like, "Yo, you're crip," and put him on. I do believe that. Now, whether that's like someone, for instance, Jay Militant from the West Coast, he's looking at it like that's fugaziness. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing with out of state cripping and white crips, and it's a whole nother story, man. Dubs beefing with everyone. Now, I listen. I was saying that in the video I did. What's the deal with why? Like, I don't want to get too deep into it because, like I said, I just wanted to support my homie Millie. What's the deal with that? Has he just been crashing out? He's someone I never watched. And like I said, I know Millie, my good friend, he went out of his way to bring that to a peaceful resolution. And I was trying to understand the optics and politics behind the situation with Diddy because me and Diddy have always been cool. And there was a time when Diddy and Millie weren't cool and things would get tricky in the chat sometimes. But then they were cool. But then I don't know if Diddy, because I think the other day when Millie was live, I think I might have heard him saying something like him and Diddy aren't cool. So I don't know. You know, it gets tricky. Oh, let me, okay, let me find out how to put this link. It gets tricky trying to navigate that stuff. But we're just on here. Hold on, let me figure out how I do this again. It's been a minute. They changed this whole user interface and all that. Okay, settings, layout, private chat. Hold on, how do I do this? Invite. Okay, there we go. Invite guest. Copy. Link is copy. Post the link. Okay, I think I did it, Millie. I think I did it, Millie. Did I do it right? Is that link clickable? Why does it look like on my end it's not clickable? Whoever is in here, please hit the like for me. Once again, this is Jay Coffee. We just back on here trying to get back to coffee, talking it up. I'm pumping out videos. Like I always say, whether they get 5 views, 500, 5,000, 50,000, I'm going to just keep doing my content. Trying to get some other irons in the fire and do a true crime channel, a pro wrestling channel. But at the end of the day, man, I just like, as I always say, I know I sound like a broken record. I'm thinking I might be on the spectrum. I'm finding out as I get older, man. I just like to coffee talk it up. Every day he says something that makes him look really bad when he gets triggered. That's when he gets triggered. There's so many clips. Yeah, so I did happen to look after my guy Millie. Is Millie in here now? Do I gotta add him? Hold on. How do I know if someone's backstage? See, they got this shit all different. No, I think the link's there. I think Millie's got to click it, or did he click it? I don't know. But yeah, I did happen to see there's a gang of clips out there, and that's what I'm saying. Even like when I'm saying I'm support my guy Millie, I'm not sitting here saying I'm going at that guy at all. I just, like Millie in line, like I said, truly friends where our friendship transcends the blogosphere into real life. Oh wait, show comments on stage? Oh, you gotta pay for that? I don't even know how you do this shit. Okay, there we go. We got Millie. Add the stage. Millie, what's good, bro?
It's been a
Can you hear me?
long time coming, but I know coffee was gonna come back.
Yeah, man. Just trying to get back active on here. It's good to be talking with you, man. Yo, everything's clear? Coming through good?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm still
hey, before we
yeah,
get
yeah.
started, I gotta let you know. Alani was in my live a little while ago, and he said that me and you are ignoring him.
Yo, I just texted him. He was like, yo, I'm in bed. Cause I before I did this, I texted him and I said, yo, I'm about to go live. Hit up Millie. What I missed that you were actually just live. But he was like, yo, I'm in bed. And then I don't know if you were in here, because yo, I still don't know how to do this shit. Um, it took me like 8 minutes to go live to get it started. It's all different on
Oh
here now.
yeah, they added a whole lot of shit on there now.
And then I was still having trouble with that, where it's like you cannot give access to the mic shit. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah, that shit. Yeah, that should be popping up on me too sometimes.
Yeah, but I figured it out. But then but yeah, then I texted you, and I know me and you both had like two different numbers at different times, and the one that I hit, I think, ain't active or whatever. But with the group chats we had, um, for some reason, I don't know, because I'm an Android guy. There's this
Right.
shit they got now, right? So like text used to be called like MMS text. Then there's this shit
Yeah.
sometimes where I'll be in there and it'll be like RCS messaging or this or that. And I think it's something
Yeah.
that's meant to be able to make Apple and Android be able to like those features where you can like react to texts and like them. And but for some reason my phone will like shut that mode off. So like it would my phone would keep removing me from those groups. So I was like, Line, do it on the gram. I don't know. Do you still go on your Instagram?
Uh, yeah, rarely.
Yeah, I don't go on there like I used to. I used to post news on there, like news articles and stuff, and then just chat with people. But it's all crazy, bro. All the scammers hitting you and fucking.
Yeah.
There's so much weird shit on there, bro. My son, yo, you ever seen those videos on YouTube? Those scammer payback videos,
Yep.
bro. I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
even know the way
I'm
that
tired
shit
of
goes,
that.
bro. My son was showing me the shit though, where there's these like people that they like track them down and expose them, and like how a lot of them are in
Really?
India or different countries where they're like not
Like,
prosecutable, and I
right.
guess a lot of
So
those people are forced into that shit.
okay, so look, so okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people. are going through this now where it's like 1,000 phone calls and it's all from scam. It's all scamming phone calls, right?
Oh, that's all I get.
So what I started doing instead of just like hanging up and doing all that shit, I said, you know what, I'm gonna have some fun with it. So like you know how when so it's two things. So you know how when they call and you answer and you say hello, and then there's like that
AI.
sound, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that. Bloop.
Almost like a beeping alert sound or whatever. And then
Yeah.
sometimes somebody will come in, and then other times you won't hear anything.
Right.
So when that happens, I just hang up. But the other times, you know, I'll answer, and the way I answer, I'll go, hello.
Oh, like your old lady or old dude or something.
Yeah, and they'll go into the whole thing. What? How's your day? Are you okay? What? No, I don't want that. And then they'll just get quiet. And then so I'll go on and say, "Well, are you still there? I want to hear about your scamming deals."
Bro, I don't
That
get
shit
how they
pisses them
do
off.
it. I don't get what I don't understand because we actually got hit with some scammers, but not that way. We actually got hit with some scammers from my girl doing business online. Someone hit the
Uh-huh.
bank account and shit like that. But what I don't understand about these scammers is like, because like for instance, I don't have good credit, my shit's fucked up, but like they know somehow, some way to still like I don't know, they know how to get like. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I
Yeah.
think of it like this, like, okay, if you like, of course, I don't want my personal shit getting out there, but say someone stole it. In my head, I'm thinking, yo, I got fucked up credit. What are you gonna do with my shit? But somehow they know how to like cash in. I don't know what the fuck they do, bro.
Yeah, they on some other shit.
But I guess from the videos I was watching with my son, a lot of people, it seems, in those countries are like almost borderline like forced to take part. Like it's big organized crime
Oh
doing it.
well, yeah, like, you know that type of stuff goes right into organized crime, no matter what country you in. You know, it's kind of like when you think back to like back in the days and how organized crime used different avenues to conduct their business. Case in point, running numbers. Running numbers turned into the lottery.
Yeah, that's the oldest hustle. That's like Bumpy
You know what I'm
Johnson,
saying?
Harlem days, like going way
Right,
back. Remember that movie
right.
Hoodlum?
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, so it's stuff like that it still goes on. They just turn it into something else to make it not seem like that's what it is.
And then mail scamming was always a big thing too. Like that bullshit that would
Always.
come in mail.
Yep. Oh
But
yeah,
this new
you
age
just
shit
won
is different.
$25,000. Here's a go $25,000 check.
But this new shit is crazy, bro. Like I get flooded with them, and it's always
Yeah.
from. They're always hitting me from where they think I still live, area code wise. And then you ever
Right.
have this too? You ever had this happen where like you get a missed call and you call back and like for but like they clone the number. Like that number that
Oh
you're calling
yeah, and
back. Yeah.
yeah, it'll either be this number is not in service, or like this one time I called the number back and it was a damn pizza place.
Right, right. I had the other day where I used to live, right? Like I
Uh-huh.
said, that's where most of the scams I get come from those area codes because I think they still think I live there. And it was a
Right.
college. And when I called it back, like it came in as a college, and when I called it back, like I called back the actual college and I was like, yo, did you? And the dude was like, listen, the particular number that you called would like only ring at this desk. Like I definitely didn't call you. So it's like somehow the scammer is just like cloning that number and use. I don't even know,
Right.
bro. I don't even understand this
Yeah,
shit, man.
it's some wild shit, But so I was hearing you talk about Diddy and the history between me and him and what's going on now. So let me just clarify and kind of just put the icing on the cake with that. So when everybody on that side heard about my mom's passing, they came over, they sent their condolences. Some
Okay.
people on Dub's side came over and sent their condolences, but not all of them.
Okay.
And he just happened to be one of those individuals that said nothing. But you fuck with me though, right? You fuck with me though, right? Oh, okay. So not only you, but a couple other individuals over there, you know what I'm saying, just ain't said nothing to me, right? So in my live I did like last week, I basically called that whole chat out. You know, you guys are mad at them for doing this. I still ain't heard from most of y'all, but y'all fuck with me though, right? So at the end of the day, you know, they will never take accountability for anything that they do. I just seen some shit earlier tonight where Katie sat there and was like, Milli, I told you to leave me alone. And you keep it up, your paperwork's coming next. You know how many times I done heard people talk about bringing up my paperwork and do it? I'm like, you dumb bitch. That's already been done.
Okay.
More
So
than once, by the way.
I remember now, like I was saying this before you got in here. The last almost 2 years, I've been like so in and out of not consistent the way I used to be and like not really know what's going on. But I remember her, I want to say like, because I'd have little spurts where I'd be back active. And I
Right.
remember you guys, is it like Katie Frizzle or something like that?
Yeah, Katie Frizzle, Katie Fry.
Okay. I remember her popping up in one of mine and like y'all were cool. And then like, but then I remember seeing one of your lives because like I still be popping in them where I was seeing you guys weren't cool. It's like there be so
Because
much
look,
to keep up with.
this is why these motherfuckers over there are like completely brainless. I said, first of all, I said I'm stepping away from the drama. You know, not only y'all really knew what was going on with me in the background. Nobody else knew what was going on, right? So I stepped away because of that. I stepped away because it was nonsense. It was just a bunch of bullshit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And these are people that I was actually cool with. You know, I like to call well not all of them, but they know who they are. It's the J Coffee crew. This is where I met. Most of them was on your channel.
Right. Yeah, I was
So
kind of talking about that before, how like the different there was a troll in here earlier who at first I was thinking he was someone else, but he actually was like funny. We were kicking it. He'd been around for a minute, but I was saying that how like you meet people through different places and then like you might fade like I'll
yep,
fade away for a while and come back and then there's like communities within communities and then people beefing
yep,
and it
yeah,
gets so tricky.
yeah. Moving forward, I was still doing my live, but I was, I by now I had like, start to make the transition into doing more wrestling content, right? But still doing my thing from time to time. But I said, and I told everybody, I'm done with the drama. Don't come in my chat with the drama. I clearly said that more than once. She decides to come in my chat bringing the drama. So I let it go the first time. And I was thinking that she would have picked it up because she was trying to tell a joke or whatever. And I kind of just like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just schemed over it. Anybody that said anything about the drama, I just kind of schemed over it, right? So, so then the next time she comes in my chat, this is when she brings up Fetter's son that had just passed away. And bringing up a certain live where jealousy was being played and all this and all that. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? Why? I could have sworn. And then so that's when I unloaded and just said, you know what? This is the second time you disrespected me. So now I'm finna just go in on you. So for some reason, she's thinking that she did nothing wrong. But how you not know you didn't do anything wrong when I clearly said, don't bring the drama to my channel. Don't bring it to my lives. Don't bring it in the chats. Don't bring it nowhere around me. And then you go around and then you still do it. But I'm wrong though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. This
so
internet should be crazy, bro.
Now it do. You know, it's and then the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? Los, he sat there and was like, oh well, you know, and for them people that sat there and was giving Jay Milli condolences, they weren't being genuine, they weren't doing this, they weren't doing that. And see, this is the kicker though. They keep bringing up what they said about me when they clearly forget the shit that they was saying about me before I squashed it with them. So it's okay for me to squash it with y'all, but it's not okay to squash it with people that I was actually cool with. Make that make sense.
Yeah, bro. It's like it should be wild, man. Like, so yeah, all right. So I was unaware of that though. So someone's child passed away. And that was going up as like content. Like there was people.
The man just lost his son. And,
yeah, I know.
They was trying to make jokes about that shit.
Yeah, see, that's like I would never go there, and I'm not sitting here trying to judge or nothing. That's crossing lines to me.
Yeah.
Like,
and look, just to show people how real I am, me and Fetters was not getting along at all. But when I found out about it, oh yeah, I addressed that shit. Because as a father, the one thing above anything else is something happening to our kids.
Yeah, no, the parent is never supposed to bury a child, man.
Never. And the fact that they sat there and they made jokes about it just shows what kind of disgusting people they are. You don't never, and they're parents themselves. That's what I don't get. Like that type of thing can happen to any one of our kids. So why would you go on the internet of all places and make jokes about that? That makes no sense at all. That means you have no morale. You have your character is trash. You know what I'm saying? You have no decency about yourself. Nah.
Yeah, that's wild, man. And I don't get personal much on here. Like I always say, I came on the internet to try to be like a voiceover artist, do news, if I could make a couple bucks out of it, kick it with people or whatever.
Right.
I never got too big into the trolling thing. There might have been a couple times I trolled people here or there or whatever, but I never really get too personal. But I've been in that boat where I almost lost a child, man. And I mean, everything is fine. Like this was years ago. My kid fully recovered and everything. But I just remember, man, being like, I don't know how people like just that experience, like even going back there thinking about it fucks me up. But I just be thinking like, and I don't know how people care. Like You know what I'm saying? Like you go throughout things throughout life and like you got to dust yourself off and move on. But losing a kid, I would just be thinking, man, I don't know how people carry on. It's got to be,
Coffee, coffee.
bro. I don't even
I,
know.
I'm gonna reveal something that I have not revealed. So the last 5 months of my mom's life, right? What happened in between that time? Well, actually during the time, I get a phone call from my daughter. She sends me pictures and she tells me she was in a car accident.
Oh, that's
And,
not
and,
to
I, and I'm
cut
like,
you off. That's how
I'm
my
like,
daughter
are you
almost.
okay? She was like, yeah, I'm kind of in pain or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then she sent me the pictures. Coffee. I almost had to bury my daughter and my mom this year.
Yeah, that's how I almost lost my child. Same way, man. There was actually like a fatality in the accident, but not my daughter. But yeah, man,
Man, my heart goes out to them.
it's terrifying shit, man. That's
Man, it is. You know? And look, I'm not look, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect, but I have morals. I have character. I care about things. I care about issues. I stand on that. You know, and people are out here trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to do the same thing that they tried the last time because they was still there talking about the fucking paperwork the last time. I'm like, go ahead. That doesn't, you're not gonna find nothing. It's already been done 2 times of my knowledge, but I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, it's been done a few more times. I just don't know about it.
man,
You
that
know,
became like the big trend, man. With like all the whack 100 shit that they be up to all the time. All
and look
this
what
like
it
that's the
accomplished though. Bringing
chaos and
somebody's paperwork out doesn't mean shit anymore.
oh, and I'm saying chaos, not the person. I mean chaos, like it's just chaos and drama
Hell
and
yeah.
oh yeah, but on that
Mm-hmm.
level too, like with on like hood politics too, there'd be people that be exposed and then Wax exposing people, but then he's rocking with 6ix9ine, like none of the shit you
Man,
can.
man, all that exposure, it doesn't do anything at the end of the day. When you really think about it, if you look at the percentages of what is actually done compared to what it hasn't done, man, it's night and day.
Yo, speaking of that, did you see any of the shit? Kind of off track, but did you see any of the shit today? Any updates about the Munchie B channel? Did you see that whole
Um,
story where his channel
I
disappeared
thought,
and
well, I did some catching up last night because I don't really give a fuck about that blind bastard. But I
you
had
don't fuck with Munchie?
huh?
I was saying you don't really mess with Munchie like that.
Hell no, I don't mess with that bastard. Fuck him. Um, but I decided like, okay, you know, I wasn't doing anything else at the time, so I said, let me go do some catching up. So like, I started watching Compton Rick Rock a lot. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock. I started watching
Yeah,
his channel a lot.
I like his channel.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like his perspective on things, you know. And so I listen to him a lot and watch his reactions and stuff. And so after I did that, like real late, I seen that Munchie had responded, and
Yeah, yeah.
and
Where
you know, but I didn't hear what he actually said because, like I said, I don't give a fuck about Munchie. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I seen you ever seen a channel called Gangland Meme? He's always like reacting to no jumper stuff. You ever seen that?
Oh no,
He's like black dude dreads. He's always like he not the same as point and shoot, but like the way that point and shoot is pretty much strictly on the no jumper stuff. He's like on a
oh
lot
yeah,
of that. and I caught him live last night, and a he had like a message, like Munchie B sent him an Instagram message, and he was just like, "Yo, not the cops or ops got me. My channel's good. I'm outside chilling or something." And then he was like, whoever he was talking to, he was like, "Yo, pass me the bottle," or something, like basically saying he was with a couple of chicks or whatever. But then I seen the Snoopy Badass, which is like, I don't get caught up in the internet shit like that, but he's the motherfucker I actually dislike. Like he's a weirdo to me, but he was like, I seen him on another live talking about, I got his channel pulled down. I've been reporting him for repeated bullying and harassment and all this dumb shit. And then Whack was like running this narrative where he's like, I got it knocked down. Like I got a team that did it, and if he doesn't give me 10K, I'm gonna give it to Snoopy Badass. Like everyone's just running with
Right.
all this crazy trolling.
Yeah, what
But
up, Lonnie?
oh, Lon's in here.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, damn,
right
I've
there at
been
the
off
bottom
the
comment.
comment. Damn, I didn't even see. Okay. Um,
Yeah, I just seen him.
what's it called? I think what happened, my theory, I could be wrong. I think he like privated the page because there's a way you can do that. Because I think this is just my theory. I think he got hit with a couple strikes, and he's like, while he's hashing them out and disputing them, I think he privated his shit. Because dude, people were running with this crazy narrative. I don't know if you've seen it. They were like, Munchie B was live, and all of a sudden, someone walked in the room and he looked startled, and then
Right.
the whole channel just disappeared. It's like, come on, man. If someone would have had that clipped, I think. Right? Don't you think someone would have had a recording of that if that
Man,
shit
come on.
would have been?
You already know they would have. It would have been all over the internet.
Oh, I like Lon said, if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck.
Pretty much.
Good to hear from you, Lon. Yeah, man, we're just like I said, I'm just trying to get back in the swing of this. Like I've said it a million times.
Hey,
But
Coffee, I'll be right back.
yeah, do your thing, bro. Do your thing, man. I'm just glad to be on here talking with you guys, man. I truly miss this. Like I said, this blogosphere shit can be therapeutic, man. It can be fun, crack some jokes, talk about the news a little bit. But like getting caught up in that internet madness just never worth it to me. I mean, unless like like you're getting crazy paid off it or something. But at the same time, I get it where certain things just got to be addressed. You know what I mean? But but yeah, man. What up, Lon? It's good to hear from you, bro. I don't know if you heard earlier, if you've been in here, that I was saying how whatever the fuck was going on with my phone with these chats, like it kept removing me from those um like group chat. So if you could get one on Instagram with us, that'd be dope. I still don't know how to use Discord. It's wild too. We were just talking about Diddy, the whole optics where like I've always been cool with Diddy, and then there was a time where Diddy and Milli weren't cool, and then they got cool again, which was cool because I've been cool with both of them. But at one time, Diddy made a Discord back when like the prison shit was going wild, and I was doing a lot of the Mighty Mouse videos, and I never understood how to use Discord. Like my son is on that Discord shit all the time. I do not understand Discord at all. But I guess it's like a big group chat, but I don't know how you use that shit. You fuck with that at all, Discord, Millie?
Yeah, dope.
I don't get it, bro. Like I get it,
I
it's like
got
a
it.
big group. Yeah, I had
Uh-huh.
like when I was really like, remember when the Mighty Mouse and all the prison shit, and like the channel was doing some decent numbers. At that time,
Right.
Diddy made me one and was like, and like I like on some cool shit, and I was like, oh, good looking. But I honestly like I felt illiterate when I would try to use it. And my son was trying to and I'm like, yo, I'm just too old, I guess. I just do not
Let
understand.
tell you.
I just don't get it. I know academics and all them use it. Like there's some way where you can get a group, like kind of like this, where it's like people can message
Yeah.
each other, and then you can also get like a group call going. But I just don't understand it, man.
And you can watch
I don't.
different shit on there too. You can watch like movies and sporting events on there and shit.
For real?
Yep. Yeah, because what was that last week sometime? I was on there. With the wrestling chat, I be on. I was over there. I got sent an invitation and went over there, and we was watching the G1 climax.
That's the tournament, right? The G1.
Yeah, that's the New Japan tournament. Yep.
Like that's the one they've been doing forever, right? Like dating back
Oh
to the
yeah.
90s. That
Oh
like
yeah.
didn't Jericho win that once?
I think. Yeah, I believe so. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. So, did you happen to watch SummerSlam tonight?
I didn't, man. So but you could spoil it for me. I ain't tripping.
Okay. Well, first thing, coffee. I have opened up the books. Okay. Come on over to No Dirt Sheets. Make sure you sub up. Also, Wrestle Tati. Also,
Is that the
QGM.
black girl? Is Wrestle Tati the black girl? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
pretty girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I actually subbed to her because I seen you collabing with her at one point. So I think I am subbed to her.
Yeah. We like really like fucking with AEW came into her chat and gave a shout out during one of their pay-per-views a couple months ago.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So they watching us, right? So I have opened up the books, and man, come on over and join the Heel Chat, and you could be part of the Heel Syndicate.
I'm fucking with it, definitely, bro. Make sure like when we get off that you message me somehow to the channels to remember. Like I said, I think the one girl what's it, Wrestle Tati? I think I'm subbed to her, but the other ones I gotta get
Oh,
on
no dirt
to.
sheets? Okay, yeah.
Okay, no dirt sheets. And then was there one
Mhm.
more? Or was just those
Very
two?
cute GM. Very cute GM. She covers Mystery Wrestling, which is an indie Canadian-based wrestling that is ran by AEW's wrestler Evil Uno.
Yo, are they still doing shit with ROH, or did that kind of die
Oh
out?
yeah, that's still going on. That's still going on.
Is has West Side Gun still been like around or anything?
Yeah, he was just at All in
What
Texas.
what's up with his fourth rope? Is that still?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, Zilla was just at a TNA pay-per-view last month too. Along with Enzo and somebody else from Fourth Row.
Oh, Enzo's with fourth rope now.
Yep.
Okay. Yo, what's because remember, like the whole allegations, and he beat the case, but WWE dropped him.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he was away from wrestling for a long time, or no? Because I know he tried to do the
I
rap
mean,
thing too.
he stepped away, but he I mean, it was like a quick little break, but he's been active the whole time.
I know I remember seeing him do the music thing, and I remember he was like he did something with 50 and 6ix9ine before the snitching shit.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but like he had been wrestling still all along,
Oh yeah.
or not?
Yeah. Yeah, he was just in the indies.
Oh, okay. That was fucked up because that was all bullshit,
It was, but
right?
that's WWE. That's WWE for you.
And he was actually a champion at that time too, right? Didn't he have the cruiserweight belt?
Yeah, he had the cruiserweight belt, but nobody liked him.
Yeah, I've always seen he was like always hated in the locker room everywhere. Yo, I seen
Yeah.
something recently. Did you ever see that clip where he was like, I was in a creative meeting and I farted and Dusty Rhodes fired me? Did you ever see that clip?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I seen that. So do you want to know what happened earlier?
Yeah, school. Yeah, let me know, bro. Well,
Okay.
but before you give me that, last night though, someone in your chat was telling me Heel Cena's done. He went face last night on SmackDown, or was that?
He did. He
Did he
did.
swerve it
He did.
back to heel tonight?
Well, that match is not on until tomorrow.
Oh, it's that. I keep
SummerSlam
forgetting
is two
about this.
nights now.
Is that only SummerSlam and WrestleMania, right?
Now it is. This is
Now,
the first 2 night SummerSlam.
yeah, I remember seeing a Street Profits promo video about that. I reposted it on my shorts on my wrestling channel. I'm still mad that I'm locked out of that other channel, bro. That joint would have been
Oh
monetized
yeah.
by now.
Mm-hmm.
I had a
Easily.
couple of videos over there. I had the Ahmed Johnson mini documentary. I had The Rock when
Oh,
the Sheiky baby passed away. I had a few good
uh-huh.
videos algorithm, but yeah, talk to me, bro. Tell
Oh,
me.
oh, oh, before I say that, no dirt sheets, King Leo, he also has a website, No Dirt Sheets. Has articles up there. Some of the people in the chat have written articles. He posts that up there. He has me up there to where when I do stuff, my stuff will get announced on there and stuff. So yeah.
This is dope. See, this is what I mean, man. When I always talk about how like the blog sphere can be therapeutic and entertaining and shit, like networking and shit is cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Every now and then there's a little like internet beef, quote unquote, that could be like entertaining or whatever, as long as the shit don't
Oh
go
yeah.
too far or whatever. But it's like just
Right.
the extra out shit. It's like, come on, like all the shit you're telling me, man. I'm like, I'm intrigued, bro. I'm definitely gonna tap into this. You know, I love wrestling, bro. I just every time I keep trying to get back into it, like the last 2 years have been so crazy. But yo, one thing I gotta say before we carry on, bro, what the WWE is tripping now, where I was telling you this before, I feel like they made too many women's titles. Not that I love that the women are getting the spotlight and they can work good and all that, but like I feel like they just don't have a deep enough roster to have that many belts. But also now I've seen all these other shows like that Speed Show, and then there's another one. They all got titles too now. Like they're overdoing it with the
Oh,
belts,
Speed
man.
is canceled. Speed is
Speed
canceled.
can't. Okay, what's there's another one though? Ain't there another one called like
Oh, they got one called Evolve, and that's on
that
Tubi.
has that has a belt too, right?
Yep.
See, I don't like to me it's like I feel like every brand should have like a world champ and then a secondary title. And then I even think having multiple tag champs can be too much. Sometimes. If there's enough, it's cool. But I liked when they have like just like a but like all these belts and shit to me, it just I feel like it's
It's
overkill,
overkill.
man. Yeah.
It is. It is. You know, I definitely agree. But I mean, the women, they can do it, but all the women is in NXT.
Oh, and then NXT's got the TNA title now too, which I
Yep.
think they been had. But yo, that Heritage Cup shit, what do you think about that, bro? I don't know if I like that shit with the 3 rounds.
Uh, I I like it, and the reason why I like it is because I like all forms when it has that amateur outlook to it. I like that shit because yes, I love professional wrestling, but when it comes to sports and technique, amateur wrestling is always going to be at the top of the list for me because that's the essence. That's the breeding ground. That's the birth. You know what I'm saying? You now, if you go to one of these schools, yeah, you learn some of that stuff. But if you're an amateur wrestler like the Kurt Angles of the world, when you decide to get into professional wrestling, that's why their matches, when you look at their matches, that's why their matches are so crisp. That's why when they do their moves are so smooth. There's not a hiccup in them compared to somebody that was trained at a wrestling school.
Yo, remember not to get off track though, but remember did you ever see
What up,
that shit when
Scotty?
Kurt Angle was at yeah, yo, your Hulk video definitely, man. I fucked with that, man. Like that was like
Oh,
great
thanks.
journalism right there, man. Um but yeah, yo, the fucking did you ever see the shit where Kurt Angle before WWE was at with Heyman, and it was when they crucified the fucking guy, and he was like, "Yo,
Oh yeah, because
I'm,
Heyman was going to sign Kurt Angle that night.
yo," he was like, "If you show me here, I'm suing you. Like, I can't have any part of this shit."
Yep, and that's what led Angle to go to WWE.
Yo, whatever happened with his kayfabe son? That's been that like, is he
Oh,
even
they
still
killed that. Yeah, that's not even spoke of.
like? Is he's not even in WWE no more, right?
Oh no, he is. He's a backstage agent.
Oh,
You know,
for real?
yeah, you know the guys that be coming out and breaking up the fights. That's not the security, but the guys in the suits and stuff.
Yeah, like Malenko used to do that, and like Patterson and Briscoe and them.
Yeah, the backstage agents.
Yeah.
That's he's one of them.
What was his name again? Something Jordan, right?
Jason Jordan.
Yeah. Well, yo, was he an amateur wrestler also?
Yeah,
Yeah, cause that's like why they try to run with that storyline wise, right?
but I mean, come on now, really? You have to choose. I mean, you had Chad Gable right there. Chad Gable literally looks like Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that
You know
I
what I'm saying? He
remember.
literally looks like Kurt Angle, and you went with the black guy.
Yeah, I remember back. I want to say that was like I can never forget, bro, because it's like a wild year of my life. I want to say it was 2017. I hadn't been watching wrestling that closely. I was at a family member's house who had been watching it, and he was on there and like lost to Roman Reigns or something. And Kurt Angle came out, and I was like, "Wait a second, what's going on?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, that's Kurt's son." And I was like, "Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck's
Yeah,
going on?" Like,
yeah, that didn't make any sense. Like, where the black mama at?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? But you had Chad Gable right there he dresses like Kurt Angle. He looks like Kurt Angle. He has similar movesets as Kurt Angle. So why would you go with Jason Jordan? But you know, Vince McMahon, that was Vince McMahon shit.
yo,
You know.
did that story even have like a payoff to it or anything?
Nope, because he ended up getting hurt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know. But yeah, let me tell you about SummerSlam, and I'm just gonna skim through the matches because the main event, that's the big one right there. So they open up with the tag team match with the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed against Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso wins the match, but Jey Uso picks up the pin. So moving forward, women's tag team title match. Roxanne Perez and Raquel of Judgment Day defends against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Now we go to Sammy and Karrion Kross. Sami Zayn won. I did catch the Jelly Roll tag team match, but I hear that Randy Orton and Jelly Roll won. And now the main event. CM Punk versus Gunther. And oh my God, Gunther beat the living shit out of him. Literally beat the shit out of him.
Gunther is like stiff, but like purposefully stiff, right? Like they want him to work.
Yeah. He had CM Punk's chest bleeding. That's how hard he was chopping him.
What's the deal too with the Gold? That's not Goldberg's last match, right? Or was it?
Well, we have yet to see because there might be a AEW sighting here at some point.
Yeah, because I know for a couple of years they kept talking about like Goldberg had been trying to get the bidding war up or whatever, and then at one point he was talking about trying to do his own thing, like booking a thing.
Yeah.
But then with the WWE thing, I'm like, is this gonna be it? But like, right, that's he speared
Mm.
him, and the ref took a bump, right, and then he lost, right.
Yeah,
That's how that went down.
yeah, yeah. It was garbage. It was garbage. But
Well, they
MJF did call him out, and from the sound of Goldberg's interview, it don't sound like he's quite done yet. So yeah, there could be an AEW sighting here.
so then that would have to be the WWE thing was like a one and done then, right? Like
Pretty much.
contractually.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even labeled as his retirement match.
Well, bro, they fucked up the Goldberg shit so bad when they had because like he's always been so controversial because like he got over so
Yeah.
well, and then the streak got killed, and then a lot
Mhm.
of the guys in the locker room didn't really care for him, and they fucked it all
Yeah,
up. But bro, when they had him beat the Fiend like that, that was the dumbest shit ever.
that was horrible. That was
That
horrible.
they did him no favors because like I don't know if Wyatt had like RIP also. I don't know if he had like pissed someone off in the locker room. I just don't understand why creatively with that character built up like that. How like okay, have him lose one way or another, but like he got squashed, right? Didn't he just get speared like 8 times and pinned
Pretty
and that was
much.
it? Like
Pretty much.
it made no sense.
None. But this right here is what made sense. Oh yeah, by the way, Gunther was bleeding too himself. So this is what happens. CM Punk becomes world heavyweight champion.
Oh shit, my bad. I cut you off. Okay, so cleanly or there was some
Yeah, very clean, very clean. 2 GTSs. And then while he's celebrating, all you hear is dun 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 dun. Here comes Seth Rollins with Paul Heyman on crutches and a knee brace. He's telling him, "You hold on to that. You hold on to that. I'm coming for that." He turns around. Paul Heyman walks off. He acts like he's going to the back. Crutches drop. Knee brace comes off. Shirt comes off. Seth Rollins cashes in Money in the Bank. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, Seth Rollins has pulled what they're calling the ruse of the century.
okay, that sounds dope.
Mm-hmm. And once again, CM Punk has proven going back to WWE was the absolute worst decision he could have ever made because he is a loser. WrestleMania, Saudi Arabia, now SummerSlam. Loser.
Well, they'll never let him fully get over, right? The way he could or should, just because, like, he was like not just cutting promos, he was really shitting on WWE when he was out of the company, right? Like, that wasn't just
Yeah,
that was,
I mean, but they say they all made up and kissy or whatever. But now this is what the word is. They're gonna run this all the way into WrestleMania so they can get the Punk Rollins WrestleMania World Title match that they didn't get last year because Punk was hurt.
yeah, he got
So
hurt
they'll
right
probably
when
do
he
the
came
payoff
back,
then,
right?
huh?
When he came back, he got hurt like right away, didn't he?
Yep, at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because I remember that was like a big. Remember, like I remember Orton came out and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, now Punk ain't coming back," and then like they swerved everyone. That was dope. But I remember because like I said, I've been so in and out of wrestling. Like I keep wanting to get back into it heavy, and then life's just been so crazy. But I remember that it was like, oh okay, that was dope the way they swerved everyone. But it was just like a letdown because I remember you sent me that first match. It was from like a house show. Him and Dominic Mysterio. They were like milking it old school. It was a good match. But then what did he do? Like, was it a tricep or a bicep or something? He strained something, right?
It was his tricep, I think it was.
Yeah, yo, Punk seems like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he, like back in the day, I think he was a gym guy, but I don't think over the years he been he been staying in shape like that, man.
Yeah, you know, I was a huge Punk fan.
Oh, I remember, bro.
I
Every time we
I I,
talk wrestling,
well, I wouldn't say I was a fan. I was more of a supporter because I believed in what he stood on. You know what I'm saying? And to to see what he did the whole time he was gone, you know, and when he came back, but he came back to AEW, that look, I know he went back to WWE and that was huge, humongous. You know, he goes back, you know, to the company that fired him on his wedding day, right? The company that almost killed him. But when he returned to professional wrestling at AEW, that was the moment that, hey, that's right there at the top of the list as one of the greatest returns ever. He had a little bumpy road at the beginning there, whatever. And yes, it was controversy. It was some backstage bullshit. But the thing about it is, you had trouble with friends. You didn't have trouble with the whole company. You was literally the man in that company. Tony Khan gave CM Punk his own show, Collision. That was his. And you decide to go back to be a corporate kiss ass.
I wonder if the money was just too good what they offered him or what.
Tony Khan got that same kind of money.
Yeah, that's true. That is right. That's why I was so amped when AEW was like jumping off, because like I was thinking like the same way how back in the day when the Monday Night Wars jumped off, how like Ted Turner was spending
Oh
that
yeah.
dough. I was like, okay, but it's never gotten quite to that level yet, right? Competition wise, right? Like,
Well, see, this is the thing. It's a lot of tribalism going on. You know, people, you got this group of people that are so embedded on WWE because that's all they knew for a good 20-something years. I mean, yes, there was TNA, but TNA never and this is the thing about TNA. When they finally made it to Spike TV, they were doing 1 million views every week. So it wasn't like nobody wasn't seeing them. But
yeah,
compared to
no,
what
I fucked with
WWE was
TNA.
doing, right. But compared to what WWE was doing, it wasn't that. So it was always WWE, right? So now here you have a company from the gate on TBS, TNT, right? This guy, a billionaire, going up against another billionaire. Oh, we got some competition here. And then to have the stars, you started off with Chris Jericho. That's the most notable name because all the other guys, well, outside of Cody Rhodes, but like the Kenny Omegas and the Young Bucks, everybody just knows them from New Japan unless they lived in the area where they was able to see Ring of Honor. So,
Yo,
you know, and then you have this inflection of different stars coming in. And then you had John Moxley, like, oh, man, fuck
but
WWE. I'm finna
COVID
go over
too,
here.
right? COVID kind of
Huh?
fucked it up too. COVID kind of fucked it up too, right?
Well, actually, COVID didn't hurt AEW.
No,
As a matter of fact, AEW during that time put on better programming than what WWE did.
the Thunderdome shit.
Yeah, WWE in the Thunderdome days, they had different parts where it was good, but the whole run was trash overall.
Yo, I remember Jericho did that shit. You remember that where someone stole the belt with drones?
Yeah,
That
that
shit was,
was with Matt Hardy.
yeah. Yeah, because I've always listened to his podcast. I haven't in a while, like
Yeah, he has a good podcast.
because he'll do wrestling shit. He'll do like true crime. He'll do ghost story, like all kinds of shit. Rock
Mhm.
music, like he's all over the place. But he was talking about, and then even the cruise ship stuff he does. Like, yeah, I don't think he'll ever come back.
Cool.
Jericho, or did he? He's not retired, right? He's still.
Oh no. Oh no, he's just taking a break. Cause I think Fozzy is like on tour or some shit.
Yo, people are always clowning the fuck out of Fozzy music. I never really listened to it, but like, I remember on that, what's that show, the Karate Kid show, Cobra Kai. They were like
Uh-huh.
clowning the one dude on there was
Oh
like
yeah, right.
Stingray. He was
Yeah,
vibing out to Fozzy.
I mean, just from like the different clips and stuff I've seen over the years, I mean, they do big shows.
Do
They
they?
do big shows. Yeah,
Who they
they've
like?
done
They
some big shows. I don't know what their largest crowd is, but I from the places that they performed at, there was no small places.
Yeah, Jericho's dope, man. I always been a fan because, like, remember he came into WCW like I don't want to say a jobber.
Lionheart.
He was always better at yeah. He was always better than a jobber, but like they didn't know how to use him. But once he got on the mic and the Jerichoholics and the top knot stuff,
And
and
they still
then
kept
like
them down.
then once he went over to WWE, it was like crazy. He made an impact right away, and then the first undisputed champion, and like
Look, hey, look.
Jericho.
I'm gonna tell all the Hogans, all the Kevin Nash lovers. This is why, and this is the biggest reason. This is biggest reason why WCW failed. They did not put over the smaller guys.
Well, they kind of did with the cruiserweights, but
But that had ran its course. They weren't bringing in new cruiserweights. It was the same roster.
yeah, and
You
then
know,
the
they
last.
they they they, they didn't start bringing in new guys until like towards the end. But if you look at the promo work, the wrestling work that Eddie, Ray, Chris, Dean, you know what I'm saying? All them guys was doing. No, but because Hogan, Kevin Nash said no, little guys will never get you. You heard what the comments he said about Eddie Guerrero? They purposely kept them guys down. Now, we seen when they went to WWE, they automatically, they in the main event picture from day one. They in the main event picture. Chris Benoit is getting title shots in the first 6 months of him being there.
Malenko was always one of my favorites, man.
Very
I used to,
underutilized.
but I've been seeing. I don't know. You ever watch like the Rene Dupree and some of those channels? They're always talking about like as an agent. They're always like saying he was like a prick. You ever see when they're
Yeah,
always saying that? I guess he's got
I mean,
Parkinson's.
yeah, he does. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he's an agent for AEW.
Oh, for real?
Yep,
I didn't even know that, man. Shit, he got to
yep,
be in his what 60s now?
yeah, yeah. I think so.
Because he was not young, but not old
Man,
even then.
look, WWE didn't even use it. Dean Malenko should have had a run at the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, they did the double ho 7 shit. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, yeah, you know. But it's just it's just like we see these guys that were in WCW. So you it's just like the big guy thing that was starting to die down, and Hogan and Kevin Nash and these guys could not see that being a big guy was not the way to go. Because even look at Steve Austin. Steve Austin, by standards, yes, he's a big guy. But when compared to Hogan and Kevin Nash and these guys, no, he's not a big guy. But look what happened with him.
Well, Nash put over Ray, I think, though, I remember.
Yeah, remember I mean, but yeah, but we also have to remember friends put friends over.
Yeah, true.
You know,
shit, he owed him for that. Remember the fucking whipping him off the trailer?
Yep.
He owed him. So cool. That shit looked I remember on the documentary they were talking about how people call the police. They thought it was like a real fight.
No, and you see that's what at the time that's what wrestling needed. The NWO is what wrestling needed, you know, and we needed that realism, and we got that. But at the same time, you can't stay with the same, you know, with the same shit. That's why I look. I know a lot of people don't like him. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I fuck with Vince Russo. And you know why I fuck with Vince Russo?
How come?
Because Vince Russo will put younger talent over. He did it in WWE and he did it in WCW.
Yeah, no, he definitely would find things. I don't hate Russo. I think he's all right, but the only thing is I mean, I don't know. It's probably for entertainment purposes. A lot of the shit he does now, where like he'll embellish on things.
Now I ain't saying he's the world's greatest promoter. I'm not saying he's the world's greatest promoter, booker, or whatever. I'm just saying when it comes to professional wrestling, putting younger talent over is how you evolve the business, doing things differently, doing things that people never seen before. Now, I know a lot of people, when you look at WCW in 1999, a lot of people are like, oh, well, WCW, yeah, that wasn't good. People don't realize that WCW ratings had started going up when Vince Russo had got there. Because he wasn't doing the same old shit. You know, that's why he took the belt off of Sting. You know, this is why he put the belt. You know, he pushed Bret, even though Bret Hart wasn't a younger talent, but the talent itself was still good enough to make money. And then when you mix him in with Chris Benoit, now you have a real life situation going on there. Now you could build around that. That's what he was trying to do, but they ended up firing him and then bringing him back a couple months later.
But it was just ultimately, though, it is just so sad for how well they did for the shit to die the way that it did.
Well, that was AOL. At the end of the day, that was AOL. They because it wasn't like they weren't bringing it. WCW was still bringing in like 3 million viewers a week.
I didn't even like when they changed the whole. Not that it's the biggest thing, but the look. Like, I don't know why they went with that new logo and that. Like, I don't know.
Because they stopped
Nitro
because they lowered their budget. Because they lowered their budget, so they didn't have the big budget like they did before. Because they were trying to get rid of WCW. That's why Vince McMahon Vince McMahon. Now this is the tricky shit. Vince McMahon did not buy the company WCW. He bought the assets and certain rights of WCW, but he did not buy
because of that merger, right? The merger. I want to know who the investors were that Bischoff always talks about that he had lined up.
I always wondered that too. I always wondered that too. And I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't just wait, because from what Bischoff was saying is they had an agreement already in place that he was going to buy WCW. So I'm like, well, why didn't they wait those couple of days or whatever to go ahead and sell it to him?
Yeah, they fucked
That's what
up,
I'm
man.
not understanding.
And ultimately, it just fucked up the state of pro wrestling, honestly.
Man, it did. I mean, it's not like we still didn't get good wrestling, but come on now. After a while, seeing WWE every single week and that's it.
Yeah, bro, they got lazy because they didn't,
Very
you know what I
lazy. Very.
mean? Flat
You
out,
know,
man.
it was a lot of, you know, it was things that they was doing to try to get a reaction, to try to keep the viewers in. Like the whole Katie Vick thing was absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was crazy.
That you know what I'm saying? And see this is why I don't know why people be so invested in this company the way that they are when they clearly do things that are very offensive to many different groups of people. Now, I'm not
Oh yeah,
saying stop watching WWE because I still watch WWE, but I'm not going to just not hold them accountable at the same time. Compared to watching AEW, you get WCW, you get ECW, you know what I'm saying? You get these older companies that no longer exist, you get it wrapped up in this one company.
yeah. No, bro, I still since it came out, have never like I've caught it here and there, but I've never got to get into it. I gotta,
Copy, 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 copy.
yo, Ron
They
said, only
had
wrestling I watch is the WBW Federation.
uh, oh shit. Oh, they had Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay on AEW Dynamite on free TV on
Yeah,
that
no,
show.
that's some shit
You
like
know what I'm saying?
WCW used to do with the big
They
TV.
they they're about to have Swerve versus Okada at their next pay-per-view. You get matches like Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay. You get the John Moxleys and the Hangmans. You get, man, oh my God. They got so much talent. And then the women are sexy as hell. Woo.
Yeah, I seen some clip the
Man,
other day. I forget which girl it was, where she was like power bombing the chick off the crowd barrier. I don't know if you
oh, you
seen.
talking about Tony Storm and Mercedes Monet at All in Texas when Tony was acting like she was eating her pussy.
Yeah, that's what it was for sure.
But look, Tony Storm versus Mercedes Monet, formerly known
Yo,
as Sasha Banks for people that, you know.
is that the girl that's related to Snoop? Which the ones
Yep.
that's related? Yeah, yeah,
You know, I mean, and now we got Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon in WWE. She's going through a program with Tony Storm where they're like, it's so much going on, man. Man, they put look outside of certain indie shows and stuff like that. Nobody is putting on better wrestling than AEW nationally. Nobody is putting on better wrestling than AEW.
yeah. No, I definitely got to check out, tap into it. But damn,
You
bro, we
know,
creeping up on 140. I'm or on the time. My bad. I'm not to cut you off that in the middle, but I
I
gotta
know it's all
handle.
good.
Yeah, yeah, no, man, no, this is great though, bro. I'm glad to get back on here. Like I said, I've been trying to get back on my shit, man. So this is definitely gonna be a a regular thing. I'm glad too. I was able to uh to 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 get you on here too. That's why I put Paige and Jay Millie. But Lon,
Yeah,
you
I just
gotta get
happened to be
that.
scrolling by and just happened to see it because I didn't even get the notification you went live.
Yeah, bro. YouTube be on that bullshit. They've been hitting me with yours lately though, so I've been popping in
Oh,
there.
okay, cool.
But you know, like, man, the way I don't even understand. And then people be like, "Yo, unsub and resub," and that don't even work sometimes.
Hell no, I stopped doing that.
Yeah, but but yeah, Lon, get that if you would, bro. Get that group chat going again. If you could do it on the gram, because like I said, I don't know what it is with my phone when it switches out of the RCS or MCS, whatever it is, to whatever MMS, like it just would remove me from the group all the time. I'd be like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. But if you could get one going on the gram line for us to stay tapped in, that would be dope if you could, man. And yeah, no, thank you so much, bro, for pulling up. Damn, my bad. And yeah, nah, bro, we're gonna be back at it, man, like we was for sure, bro.
For sure, for sure.
All right, my man. Good looking out again. Peace to everyone. I think we got a few people in here. And yeah, bro, I'll get with you tomorrow, my man.
Okay, for sure. I'm out. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace. Damn, I don't even know how to end this thing anymore. This shit is all different now. Yeah, no, this was a good one for sure, everyone. Shout out Jay Millie as always. Oh Millie too, if you can still hear me. I think I got those couple dirt sheets, whatever. Gotta message me those. I gotta go sub over there. But yeah, yo, this was a blast for real, man. I just tiredness set in and got a couple things to handle in the crib, man. But peace and blessings to all. As always, man. It's just about coffee, talking it up with my good people out there, man. And with that being said, it's a wrap for this one. Or wait, how do I end this? Stream info. Page and J Millie. Oh, here it is. And okay. Yeah, they changed this shit up so much.